You're listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Glad you can join me on another podcast of All Things Sports with Mike Davis. I thank you for including my podcast into your day. If you're listening on Spotify, please do yourself a favor. Follow the podcast. If you're on the YouTube side of things, subscribe, comment, like, dislike if you need to, all that good stuff. Go to any of the social media links in the description box to get in contact with the show for any comments or any suggestions. I won't take up much more of your time. Let's get into it. All right, so I wanted to talk about the whole Kansas City Chiefs organization today because there are some things that are just bothering me about certain people and are getting under my skin. And when I mean certain people, I don't necessarily mean the Kansas City Chiefs players. What I'm talking about are their wives, girlfriends, and brothers. What I'm talking about is Patrick Mahomes' brother, Patrick Mahomes' wife, and Travis Kelce's girlfriend. Now, I didn't make a video about Patrick Mahomes' brother and kind of the ish, not kind of, but the ish he's been into the past couple weeks. It started with, in Baltimore, Chiefs were losing, and, well, they did lose. Mahomes' brother was a little salty about it, ended up dumping water onto fans below his box seats. Then in Washington, the Chiefs were playing the Washington football team. There was a memorial for former safety Sean Taylor, who tragically lost his life defending his family from intruders. And the Washington football team had a memorial for him on the field with his number 21 that was roped off. Now, I will say this. Now, well, first let me say that he was standing in the area that was roped off. But I will say this. The pictures that I saw had more than just him in the pic and standing in the memorial that was roped off. It was other people besides him, besides his brother's wife, and some other people. It was just real raggedy, And you had Patrick Mahomes' brother dancing on his number. Now, remember, Sean Taylor's family said they weren't even given enough notice to even come to the ceremony. They didn't know his until maybe a couple days, before the game, that they were going to retire his number. And you see a video going viral. I believe his name is Jackson Mahomes, is dancing on the 21, which is Sean Taylor's number, that's on the field, dancing on it, that's roped off for a TikTok video. Really bothered me, rubbed me the wrong way. I thought it was very, very disrespectful. I don't condone violence. That's one of the few times where if I was Sean Taylor's family, I probably would have tried to come out of the stands and fight him. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure the guy doesn't know who Sean Taylor is. I'm willing to, well, now he knows, but when he was dancing on the 21, I'm willing to put money on it. He had no idea who Sean Taylor was. And it was very disrespectful for him to be dancing on that 21. I took offense to it. I saw some people online took offense to it, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. And after that, I really wish that he would just go home and sit down somewhere. Now, on to Patrick Mahomes' wife. Patrick Mahomes, unfortunately, was injured in the Tennessee Titans and Chiefs game this past Sunday. So, it didn't look that great. It's not one of the worst looking injuries I've seen Now, he got rocked. I'm not going to lie to you. He caught a knee to the face that pushed his body back, and it bent his body back in a awkward way. And then you have Travis Kelce's girlfriend. I can never remember her name, but I think she is gorgeous. But she goes online on Twitter, something like that, and she says it should be illegal to show hits like that or gruesome injuries. And Patrick Mahomes' wife liked it or whatever. Here's my thing. When the Chiefs were dancing around, they were winning these past 2-3 years, it was all fine. It was all fun and games because they were winning. Now that they're losing, they're no longer the defending Super Bowl champs. They're the defending AFC champs. You know, so now that they're losing, it's an issue now. Now we can't see replays of gruesome injuries and guys getting rocked. Look, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say this. Please show these ladies the kitchen. Please exit the stadium, enter the kitchen. How did you get out the kitchen? I didn't want to say that, but those women made me. They made me. You know, the only time I ever see, you know, I'm not into what people are doing in real life and whatever. When, you know, that celebrity status. And I wouldn't even call Patrick Mahomes' wife a celebrity or Travis Kelce's girlfriend a celebrity. I know Travis Kelce's girlfriend has done like some announcing stuff for different sports leagues. Now, I have seen her do that. But other than that, the only time I see them is when they are in their husband's or their boyfriend's business. And they're in the kind of business that they shouldn't be in, you know? I mean, ma'am, please stop commenting on what's going on the field. If you don't want to see your boyfriend or your husband's getting rocked that way, don't look at the games, okay? Because these women are getting on my nerves. It's just as bad. These two are just as bad as all the women you see on draft day that try and get shown on TV and they got to get shoved out of the way. Ma'am, this is not your moment. This is not your day, okay? So please, take a seat, enjoy the game, and shut up. But the Chiefs, please help the fans out. I need management to go to the Chiefs. Management needs to sit down with Chief players and have a conversation with them and say, look, get your wives, get your girlfriends, get your side chicks, whoever else, get them all in order. Because you guys, your women are out of control. Out of control. Like the Martin episode, this whole party is out of control. Arrowhead is out of control. Oh, wow. I'm sick of the Kansas City Chiefs and their girlfriends and wives. Oh, man. Hey, look, that's all I got for you today, folks. I thank you for including my podcast into your day. If you're listening on Spotify, follow the podcast. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Dislike if you have to. Dislike this video if you need to. If you like the Chiefs, dislike the video. Go to any of the social media links in the description box to get in contact with the show for any comments or any suggestions. You've been listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis. And remember, it's your world. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm out. Peace.
You're listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis.